Hello, thank you all for coming. I am a cinemaphile, so this basically means I have a passion for cinema. And I've learnt this word from my friend Megan, who introduced her partner to me as a cinemaphile, which I absolutely love, so I've stolen it for myself. So as a cinemaphile, I would ban and completely ban popcorn. Do not mention popcorn to me, I don't want it. I have misophonia also, which is means no popcorn, basically, and hyperopia, as Lauren said, which basically means the world is softer for me than for many. Erin is Adam Dom, Adam Mushinsa. My name is Erin and I honour my ancestors. I also honour the land on which we dance, weave, walk, talk and enjoy ourselves, Wadawurrung country. And my ancestors are Irish, so it was great to hear Irish people here tonight. Introducing the Bombs. So L. Frank Baum, who you will know as the author of the Oz series, and Maud Cage, who is financier and a no-nonsense mother of four. Together they did The Wizard of Oz, and you'll see the image in the middle there is something that they took on the road, the first example of multimedia, basically. So The Wizard of Oz was literally the first film I saw in Technicolor. The glorious reds, like look at them, amazing. The sweeping greens, the pinks, and obviously the green was such a standout. But it made me feel anything that was oversaturated was bloody perfect. Went on to study film, of course. You might know this as Citizen Kane, who taught me really, Orson Welles taught me how to really put a film together. Anyone who has seen Citizen Kane, the breakfast scene, will completely understand where I'm going with that. In 1989, Mick Wyther and I established our creative media and blended learning studio in the country, in regional Victoria, and we were working across the world, putting together short experiences of film, not only film, but audio, talk, the whole shebang, but COVID was not kind. The silver lining, however, was Dancing Shadows. I was invited to put together a retrospective of my work, and I toured 10 films from my 40-year career to Ireland and to the UK, and it was pretty amazing. This is me a week ago putting on Hidden. So I had the opportunity to attend a projection masterclass, which would not have happened in Ballarat back in the day. So it was so fantastic. It allowed me really to reveal my obsessions of dollhouses, dollhouses in dollhouses, dancing in dollhouses in dollhouses in dollhouses, and also had the opportunity to grab this 4-story dollhouse and literally drag it around the city. So for me, sometimes the smallness of things is really what allows us to see the big picture. And for me, the most intangible part of the work that I do is working in that smudgy dark, because it's only the darkness of things really that reveal possibilities. In the bright light where you all are, everything is defined and decided, but it's when you don't know, when you really don't know, when you're really not certain, that you see the fabulousness of things. Like my obsession, this is my wardrobe after a recent shoot. And I'm able to now, with the power of age, wear my obsessions wherever I please. When my mother died, I couldn't breathe. I had to create a world in which she still existed, and that was the city of Luxville. It became an ongoing work of episodes, muses, live performances, a city once golden that asks what would happen if a city embraced its artists. And that work is just coming to its fruition now. A big part of Luxville was about finding the muse. When Mum died, I realised I could have any muse I wanted. And so I took them from the artists in Ballarat. This is a work from Kat Pengelly, putting on her Fashion for Funerals, an incredible show. And she's just one of the many. My current mantra, and I'm glad to hear Judy talk earlier about mantra, my current one is dance every day and move. Make a connection with yourself, with your body. When women dance, it's a revolution. And get ready because you will be twirling later. So a cinemaphile needs a cinema, and I'm grateful to Eureka Cinema or Cinema Eureka, sorry Megan, for the wonderful opportunity they give me, but also the Anderson family at the Regent. I could have any cinema I wanted for years, and for which I'm eternally grateful. So I danced in Cinema One on my own in a big projection with my ancestors. Nothing will come close to that moment. Oh. So archival footage is a big part of my work as well, and while I use my family's archive, I trawl for other pieces and have them come to me out from the dark. So we've got the darkness, but we've also got the blur, this thing that I see every day, a natural consequence for me. But for me also, and maybe for you, blur allows things to be seen. So low-res footage, once it's blurred, the shape appears, the very shape, and it draws people in, like the grain of 16mm and Super 8 film, analogue film, produces a grain where video produces a static, a hard noise and light and pushes you back, but analogue brings you closer. And my beautiful muses. You'll see that all through my work are women dancing, and these are real women, they're real artists, and I'm held every day in every piece that I create. I'm held by the women in my life, in my creative life and in my actual life. They hold me up, they offer me their faces, their bodies, their music, and I'm hoping today that you might offer me some of the joy, because the end is never really the end. If we have joy, then we have hope. And if we have hope, we have action. So I'd love you all now to just stand, and just take a twirl, take a moment. I hope I've made a connection for you with that joy. Dorama Hagut.